So, hello everyone, I'm Shreya and I welcome you back in this machine learning tutorial series. So, in the previous video, we saw what is the basic meaning of random forest, and we went through the definition of the random forest, that it basically a multitude of uh, assembling learning method for classification and regressions. And we take the example, like we take the values of the decision tree, that is the result or output of the decision tree, and based on that we try to design the algorithm. And so now in this video we are going to understand about difference, what is the basic difference between decision tree and random forest. So moving forward, so the first statement says that decision tree normally suffer from the problem of overfitting if it is allowed to grow without any control. uh, as you can see, if we try to take an example, this is we we found that we can have more than two or three conditions. Like the basic conditions upon for the yes and no is more than the actual one. The finding of the whether your colleague will watch Shah Rukh Khan movie or not is dependent on the different conditions that is very much large. And it may be it may be result into that the yes branch is suppose this is the yes branch and this is no branch. The first based on the first condition we are getting yes branch and no branch, and according to that yes branch is further divided into different sub branches, and it may be result into a very unbalanced tree, and which is usually not a very optimal one, which usually not give a very optimal result. So it says that it allowed to grow without any control. If if we don't limit the conditions or different parameters of depending on which we are deciding yes or no, then there will be problem of overfitting. There will be large number of conditions only. Okay, so this is the problem with decision tree. But talking about the random forests are created from the subsets of data, and the final output is based on the average or the majority rankings, and hence the problem of overfitting is taken care of. As in the previous video also, with the help of trees, I tried to show you that we can have different structure, and depending on that structure we get the the best structure or the best idea or best condition, depending on which we can design a best algorithm. Okay, so that's why it says that because of that, that is getting the uh, the averaging or getting the average result from the decision tree, the reason or the problem of overfitting uh, get take care of. Okay, and talking about the single decision tree is faster in computation. As you know, if you try to work on a single tree, it will be obviously much more faster as compared to working on more than 10 or more than some more than one trees, right? So that decision tree takes less time for the computation, but for random forest takes less time, or we can say more time as compared to the decision tree, and it is comparatively slower. Okay, and when data set with feature is taken as input by decision tree, it will formulate some set of rules to do predictions. So, as I have already said, we need to have a conditions at each step, or depending on that only we can decide yes or no. But the random forest randomly selects observations, rule the decision tree, and the average result is taken. So we have in the random forest we have different trees, and depending on the different trees, it just get only the selected results. It select the observations only. Okay, and depending on the observation, it try to design. Design the trees depending on the average result. And basically random forests don't use any formula like set of rules that need to be followed. Okay, and This is the basic difference between decision trees and random forest. So now we will see the application of random forest. So as in the previous section also, we went through the applications of decision tree, and there also we saw different applications like fraud detections was there also. So the application of random forest will be same as the decision tree, but the area of decision tree will, like the random forest will be more as compared to the decision tree, because it is random forest is an extension of the decision tree. So the first example is banking industry. How we can use random forest in banking industry, like for the credit card fraud detection, customer segmentations. In those cases, we can use random forest, and for the healthcare and medicines, cardiovascular disease predictions. There we can use random forest and diabetes prediction. So in these conditions, we can take help of random forest. So that's all in this video. Hope you liked it and enjoyed it. In the next video, we will see the different topic, or maybe we can see also the demo of the random forest. So that's all in for this video. Thank you. Stay blessed.